Hello everyone, and welcome back to the next installment of Purplecraft Productions Survival Server. I had a sore throat all week, so there is very little audio on this one. Instead, it's going to be the future and a bit healthier me voicing over everything that happened. The fairies started the week off with a mini-meeting in the meeting room, making plans for who would build what and in what area we would put it in. I would highly recommend doing this with your friends if you're ever working on a group project, as it makes sure you don't accidentally interfere with any plans your friends might have. It's also really cool to get a big picture of what you want to do with an area, and let me tell you, we have some really big plans for the future. It was during this meeting that I volunteered to make villager Hobbit trading holes for every type of villager there is. This is going to be a big project, but I want to take it one step at a time till it was done. The first step was to mark out all the different holes on the hillside. I wanted to make sure each had plenty of room, was the right distance from Bear's village, and yet all close together enough for easy travel between them. In the end, I was happy with my rough draft of hole placements. A weird thing I needed for one of the Hobbit trading holes was animal heads, so I traded some wood with Shannon to get a cow one. I then said hi to Helix, who was working on some stone pillar thing, and gathered a lot of sand. I got Shannon to promise he would visit for a ferry tour sometime this week and headed home, where I mined deep slate, dark oak logs, and got work on the first of many trading Hobbit holes, this one being the armorer's. I really think the outside of this one's cute. I then mined out the inside, put in the floor, and got started on the centerpiece of this Hobbit hole. It is a cobbled deep slate forge. Time to mine more of the hole out and add in some of the details. Oh, and the all-important roof. And that's the first of many finished. I feel we started this project strong. It was at this point I realized we were missing the all-important villagers. Sly agreed to make a village breeder, but we were missing one villager to make that happen, so I agreed to go and get one from a neighboring village across the mountains. I of course asked for her consent from the villager, and I'd say she was a little too eager to get into the minecart and head off to meet a mystery man. I mean, I didn't push her at all. She did this with her own free will. It took some mountain climbing, Sly resupplying me with some more pickaxes, and a lot of mining and replacing rails. But in the end, the two villagers met for the first time, and it was love at first sight. I then handed them off to Sly, who made a cute breeder for them to spend eternity together. Well, I got to work on the second of the 5 Hobbit trading holes I'll be making for this video. This one used a lot of dark oak. With everything gathered, I mined out another hole. Can you guess which one this home is for? How about now? Anyways, let's add in the floor, and start on the walls. Gotta have a table to do the killing on. Besides a missing pig head we are working on acquiring, I'd say that this is the second one done. I feel the redstone blood really pulls the place together. Time for another break, this time to do a trade with GF. My voice was still dead, but I got his audio and I typed everything I said, so it should still be an enjoyable interaction to watch.
Well, welcome back to the, currently muted ship because you can't talk, but yeah, that stuff. Thank you for coming here, but we are not doing the trade here because we need to go somewhere else. So I lured you here for no reason. I actually want to go on top of the mountain to, I might have an elytra, but I need gunpowder. 1 second. Here's a chair, because I randomly got you a chair this time. So, I need gunpowder, as I said, because I got wings, but propellant stuff, yeah, you know how it works. Oh, I do not have a staring thing, so I cannot stare back, so I'll just do it like this. Stare into your soul. But, yeah, okay, back to my chair. But anyways, actually wanted to ask for a lifetime pass. Don't worry, I will AFK here, so that's... No, AFK pass and a lifetime pass to get the any access to gunpowder. Yes, but I do have a thingy in here that I secretly made without your consent, but you're gonna have to deal with it because it's gonna be a surprise. So just gonna bash down this wall here. Because in your video I saw the way you were making concrete, and actually know a cool trick, but there's nothing in the chest, it's just the redstone contraption I have. It's a concrete waterer, so you can do it more automatic. So you'll just have to face the first log here and then hold both left and right clicks. Sometimes you have to configure it because it's a bit annoying, but that's the general thing, and every time you do one here, it spits one out at you, and the thing that gets collected goes in here, so usually you have like 16 in your hand and make sure there's a bit in here, and then you can just AFK. Warning, remain at your computer before you break your pickaxe. I am not responsible for that. And I'll also give you allowance to pretty this area up, because now it's just 4 lights and stone. Just to be nice, I'll throw in the enchantings for your elytra, in a way. Bit weird, but the way I do it, but yeah. So I'll give you both an Unbreaking 3 and a Mending book for the lifetime pass, plus just full access to this. So, do you consider this a deal? Month of access, okay, that works. Though I do need a piece of paper that you sign.
With the contract created and signed, it was back to making building number 3, which involved me making some maps. And what better place to map up than the dwarves' base, along with some pretty areas surrounding it. I then used my new cement maker for the first time, before starting on house number 3. This one involved a lot of oak, and I mean a lot. But it looks cool with the maps on the wall, and the 4 desks in the center, each with their own map on top of it. So far, every player agrees this is their favorite. But we still have 2 more to go this episode, with this one being made of dark oak, obsidian, purple cement, and crying obsidian. Sadly, no one's been able to find netherwort despite finding 2 fortresses, so these growing stations are to remain empty for now. Still, after covering it up with dirt, I was pleased with how this one turned out. We finally made it to the final Hobbit hole of the video. A hole that needs some oak leaves to complete. And even more cement, this time yellow. And so the building begins. Due to this one being for the farmers, and us wanting 8 farmers instead of just 4, this one has 2 stories. But before I started on the second half, Shannon showed up for his promised tour of the fairyland. So I showed him the creeper farm, Maya's adorable house, Bear's magical tree village, the start of the Hobbit trading village, Sly's nearly finished castle, the finished fairy tunnel, Bernard the dragon, and JC's cute tree houses, before guiding him back through the nether towards the dwarf space. Alright, let's get this final house done. As you could probably tell by now, I want all the houses to share a similar feel and style, while still having features that make them unique, like a tree growing in the center. And just like that, the week is over. I hope you guys don't mind that this video was nearly 100% voiceover. Hopefully next week we can go back to having other player interactions mixed in. Also, I hope to finish this project next week, so wish me luck in the comments. But for now, this is all the time we have for today. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!